Hey everyone, it's Erin Melton. Great to have you back here again. Really excited about who we have on with us this morning, Gil Ramos. Gil, thank you so much for being with us.
My absolute pleasure.
Wonderful. So, Gil, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into real estate.
All right, so I'll tell you the stats first. I mean, I'm a father. I've got 6 kids, 2 sets of twins,
Oh my
beautiful wife
goodness.
here in Orlando, Florida. I've been in the business since 2000. Well, I was unlicensed for quite a while, which I don't like to count that portion, but it's true. I'm the reason why they made some of those laws. But I think I got officially licensed because a real estate company, which I was a director for, realized I wasn't licensed. Like, we should probably get this guy a license. They paid for my license back in 2005. I've run teams, won a bunch of awards in my old franchise, 5 years in a row. We were the #1 listing closing sales office, recruiting for that company as well. But I think what my passion was just really growing people. Like, after you look at all those accolades, what I'm really most proud of, I like growing people. Through my teams, through my organization. We just looked at our stats today. We just hit 1,501 active agents in our
That's
organization.
amazing.
Super excited about that. It's been a great ride so far.
That
Proud to
is
be a honey
amazing.
badger.
Wonderful. So, Gil, what would you say is your why?
That's a really interesting question because I think it kind of changes over time. I mean,
Hmm.
the #1 thing is just get home to my family every day and just enjoy magical moments with them. But beyond that, I'm very, very much pressured in living up to my potential, which, that's an upstream battle. Like, potential is it's an abundance. We have a lot more than we think. So I'm constantly striving to meet my own self and be proud of it.
That's a very good reason. And I think that that's a really important one for anyone that is going to be successful in anything in their life, because you
Mhm.
can take that to your life, to your career, to anything. If you're always looking to better yourself, that will
Yeah.
make a difference for other people for sure. Talk to everyone about how to build a team.
So, if you've never read the book, Jim Collins, kind of older book, I think I've got it right. It's Good to Great. It's Good to Great. It's right behind me, right over my
Oh, okay, yeah,
shoulder.
yeah.
If you're building a team, most people make the mistake in thinking that the team is the commodity. It's a leads team. We're a listings team. We're a buyers team. Like, when it comes down to it, we're a collection of people and different talents. So the first chapter in that book talks about, who is always first. So when you're building a team, you got to figure out, like, who are you going to be working with, and let's build around that nucleus. Too often I hear agents want to build a team and they've got their best friend or they've got somebody they've met before and they've got this ideology and they're trying to force a round peg into the square hole,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So, when you're building a team, let's find out who we have, what kind of talent do we have, and what would be the best system for that, and then build from there. I find that's the fastest way to have a profitable team and to keep yourself some sanity. I currently run 3 teams for profit, and then obviously we have our organization. The other thing I would tell you is building a team is it's just about filling the soul, right? So now that we know that who they are and what they could be good at, it's like, what are they looking for? I often use the concept of prosperity bridge. Where are they at right now, and where do they want to be? Oftentimes, as a team leader, we're just thinking about what do we want? Well, we want
Yes.
maybe more income. We want more freedom. Well, guess what? Those people want that too, right? So, like, how do we get that to the people? And that's how you get agents to stay with you for years. That's how you build a raving organization that gets up and wants to take, charge of their own personal success because they have somebody who's their hype person, right? It's like
Mhm.
this afternoon, I'm doing a call with one of my agents that I'm excited. She's only been with me for about a year, and I'm her hype person, right? And too often, like, team leaders expect that their agents are supposed to be their hype person. Like, as a leader, you've got to realize that you're kind of moving more into a support role if you want to be an excellent, or upper echelon type of team leader, right? You get your people on top of the pedestal and they're winning, you got a good team. That's kind of the journey. And I'm always a big believer, like, have an intention for their next stage, right? Like, when do
Mhm.
they become the team leader? So,
Mhm.
I graduate my agents after three years with me. They should be able to be a team leader like myself. So I partner with them in their success. So I always tell my agents, like, hey, listen, if this is something you want to do and you
Right.
want to become a team leader, like after your third year, we'll start, investing together, or, I'll give you my Dropbox and we'll start working on you becoming a team leader. And I'm proud to have multiple team leaders that used to be on my team or who are icons now, and or even brokers out there in the market that used to be on my team. So I think you focus on the person, you figure out their path to success, and you get them there. And
Hmm.
and people will be attracted to you. I think too often we see team leaders who want to just take all the credit, they want
Yes.
to get all the awards,
Hmm.
and they lose sight of their most valuable commodity. And it's not a lead source, it's not your system, it's not whatever you think it is. It's only one thing: it's people.
It's people. And it's more than anything like that. That's amazing. I love that you said that, that team leaders, they're the hype person, not the other way around.
Yep, yep, yep.
And what's the beauty of being a team leader is you have this position and you have certain things in place that you can help your people get to where they want to be. So that's where that responsibility falls on you to make sure
Mhm.
you're helping them achieve what they want.
Yeah, and it works for both ways. I mean, they want to hype you too. They want to make you look good because it's the organization thrives together, right?
Yes.
As I'm out there making new relationships, we're bringing new opportunities to the team. The team develops more of those relationships and cultivates and closes those relationships. It kind of works all together,
Hmm.
but it only works if we really focus on the fact that, listen, these are people. They have lives. They have desires. They have the same goal that I have, the same goal every one of your listeners have.
Right.
I truly believe we universally only really want one thing, and that's we want more. That's it. It's the sexiest word on this planet. There's no word sexier in my dictionary than more. We want more love. We want more passion. We want more freedom. We want more. We want more of the good stuff, maybe less of the shitty stuff, but
Yeah.
like we want more, right? So that's I just want to get them more, right? So get them more opportunities to close, give them better skills to close, help them with more resources. That's the job of a team leader. Just go out there and find people that you're going to give more to so they can get more.
For sure. What would your adolescent self not recognize about Gil today?
Well, I've never had facial hair in my life. When COVID happened, I actually ran out of blades and I didn't want to go to Publix, so I stopped shaving, and it just that. So it may not last much longer now that COVID's over. I can actually go to Publix and buy some razor blades,
Sure.
but that definitely would not recognize. I think I grew up very scared in life.
Yeah.
I'm from New York City. I was kind of a nerd, pocket protector type of nerd, and never owned a pair of jeans till I was in college. And a good friend of mine was like, dude, you don't own a pair of jeans? And he's like, he actually took me to the store and bought me my first pair of Levi's.
I love
Um,
that.
yeah, a pair of blue jeans, never owned one. And then, so I was the nerd that you would see on TV, like in Revenge of the Nerds. That was me.
Yes.
And I was always scared. And, I never understood my power. I never understood that, I could fight back or anything like that. So I think the person that you would recognize is that I don't lack fear. I think that's genuinely a misrepresentation. I just don't let fear stop me anymore.
Right.
So I recognize fear and I look forward to pushing through it. As a father, you realize that when your daughter wakes up in the middle of the night and they're like, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," what do? We turn the light on. So we want to showcase the fear, like put the light on your fear and allow yourself to see, yeah, that's not that scary. I've walked on fire with Tony Robbins' organization, and it's not that scary. I've jumped off a pole. I've attacked the most of my fears, just by putting some light on it or just stepping into it.
Oh, there are going to be so many good nuggets in here that people are going to be like, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Um, how does being a part of EXP and being a honey badger, how does that make you feel?
It's funny. Um, I was a let's go back to honey badger because
Mhm.
you know that started with me by accident, and I have to really give a big shout out to a guy who's not a honey badger right now, but I'm working on him. But he
Okay.
invited me to my first NAA event, National Association of Expert Advisors, with
Okay.
Jake Hinder, Mike Reese, and that was like 2013, 2012, somewhere in that era. I don't remember. And I met like Albie Stasic and a few other guys like that who were just doing things on a different level, just thinking different. And I think that was the one thing that, I think that Jay and Mike, they made it a point to bring guys like Jay Abraham and I met Brent Gove for the first time there too. And they brought people who thought differently than us. And I think that really stretched me. So one thing I would tell you about Honey Badger Nation, and so proud to be part of you guys, is that, we stretch each other. And when you stretch each other, you find out a little bit more about yourself, right? I've always had the belief if one man can do something, another can too, right? And I'm that man. So I'm always striving to see, like, if you're doing that, like I'm an excellent duplicator. I will copy everything you're doing and try to duplicate where you're doing. And you know what? Sometimes I don't do it as well, but I'm going to do it a little bit better than I was doing it before, and I'm going to grow. So that's my big thing. And with EXP, I never thought EXP would change my life the way it has. Like, my wife's an attorney, and we're shutting down her law firm because of the benefit of our residual income. I watched her. She was a family law attorney, and while she was an award-winning attorney, it took its toll, and it created a lot of suffering. As she watched, probate issues and issues with children and things of that nature. So I'm so proud of the fact that she's shutting down her law firm. She had 100 something clients. Now she's down to like 40. Like, she took our last customer back in November when we hit our highest rev share date. And we said, you know what, babe, we don't need to do this anymore. We started looking at our stock and the wealth that we were acquiring. We've always built our empire by buying one property every single year. Totally believe every agent should stop giving away their commission opportunity for an investor to buy something. Take one of those deals down every year, buy yourself 10 properties. And guess what? Those properties will be worth $1.5 to $5 million over the next 10 years. And start building your wealth, build your empire. We should start having more realtor retirement parties. That's what I'm all about. I want agents, when they first start, I want them to pick when do they want to retire? Invite me to their realtor retirement party. I'm all about that. So EXP's kind of almost invented that thought in my head with the opportunities that is brought to me. As a broker, I owned a brokerage. It was a business. I owned a job for the rest of my life. With EXP, it's kind of set me free. It's allowed me to not have a job. It's allowed me to have this beyond opportunity to be able to do the things that I already enjoy and get paid exponentially for it. And I'm just so thankful to be partnered with a company like this, but mostly partnered with the people like the Honey Badger Nation. So, it's been incredible for me and my family.
That's excellent. You've had a lot of success up to this point, obviously. What is important to you at this point in your career and in your life?
I didn't catch that last. What is what?
What's important to you at this stage of your career and your life?
No one gets here by themselves. I've had some incredible partners like Carlos German and Bobby Davidowitz and Veronica Figueroa, Vince Coote, Chris Nevada, guys who also doing things at a very high level, but think differently. I think that, we have to be very open to new opportunities. EXP is a new opportunity. So, being diverse in the people that you're around, allowing yourself to learn. The fact that you're doing this podcast, I'm sure you're grabbing some nuggets each time yourself. So kudos to you. Sure. So I think that's it. I'm proud to be with my partners. I have incredible partners. We've locked arms and we're continuing to find more partners, people who want to be part of the Alliance Group, and and be leaders who create leaders. So I don't know if I answered that question well, but I'm just passionate about finding more people that want to change their life and build something that they've never built before with the collective mindset of other leaders.
You answered it perfectly.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you, Gil, so much for joining us today and for all the helpful tips, for the great recommendation for the book. I know I've heard that one before, and just for taking time out of your busy schedule to add value to the viewers.
Sure. I'm going to give a shout out to my team, my personal ninja team great, Gil Ramos expert advisors team. They've had a record month this month. Really proud of you guys. What I'm really, really proud of is most of my team, I tend to try to bring in agents that are newer agents, right? Agents that haven't done business before. I don't go shark other teams. I just go out there and find people. You find the right people that have care genuinely about helping other people, like this business is pretty easy. Buyers want to buy, sellers want to sell, right?
Mhm.
But it takes the right heart. And I teach
Yes,
my
it
agents to be
does. Yes.
servant leaders, right? So, I wear this thing, part of my coaching company with our partner, Bobby Davidowitz, is the Dead Agent Society. And our core belief is to become a soldier, a selfless, outstanding, unlimited leader of love. That's what we count. That's what we count as soldiers. So, those are the ideologies that, it's hard to put in a KPI or a metric or
Yes.
to measure, but it's the things that when you start focusing on it, changes everything. And
Yes, it does.
I, it helps the happiness quotient in the algorithm in the algorithm that we're all working within.
I love it. Thank you again so much, Gil,
My pleasure.
for your time, and hope to meet you personally one day.
I'll be speaking at the Build conference, so I'll see you there.
Very good. Thanks so much.
Take care.
Take care.